So by now you know that I love going to Dollar Tree and finding these cool items that I can recreate and use in multiple ways.
You know that I love headed to Dollar Tree, especially on a nice, beautiful sunny day. Today we are going to work with these scarves. You can find them during the spring and summer season, and they have some beautiful designs and colors that are great for crafting. Some of these have butterflies or flowers, and they're just gorgeous. So I'm going to take several of them, and we are going to use them in very unexpected ways. We're going to start with this Dollar Tree hat. You can also find these during the summer and spring seasons at Dollar Tree. And I'm going to start by removing the tags and the ribbon that came with it. It's not hard because the glue, it's not sticking very well. Then I'm going to take a scarf, whatever scarf you want. I love this one. So I'm just going to place it around that center portion. And then the key here is just kind of keep snugging it and tugging it and scrunching it just so that you have a nice set piece around it. Then you're just going to make a very simple bow. I'm going to show you 3 ways you can style this hat using one scarf. The very simple bow, and then just fluff it as needed. This would be super cute to wear to the beach or to a park or anywhere you want. I love this style. The colors of the scarf really complement the hat very nicely, and it's one of my favorites. The next way is you just want to loosen up that bow, and then you just want to turn it into a very snug knot. That's it. This is actually my favorite, and I am going to keep it this way for me to use this summer. I think it will look so pretty for a picnic or even just a stroll at the park. The next one is just by adding some quick little florals. You can find these at Dollar Tree. You can add any color you want. Just add them in there as needed. You can hot glue them if you want. And look how pretty this looks. It would be perfect for Easter Sunday or a picnic or even an outdoor wedding. Wouldn't that be pretty? For the next hack, I'm going to take this wreath cross, and then I am going to take another one of those beautiful scarves and just cut it. This one was actually an infinity scarf. Now make sure that when you fold it in half, just like I did, you are folding it with the brighter design on the outside. Then we're going to start at the bottom, and we're just going to simply wrap the cross all the way from the bottom to the top. I'm not overly concerned with the middle portion where the cross meets because we're going to cover that later with some florals. But right now I'm just focusing on making sure that I'm hot gluing as needed and wrapping it all around where everything is covered. I thought that I can just do it with one way without having to cut, but I did have to cut on one of the ends and then restart on the other side. No big deal, but it just gave me a nice flexible way to cover everything. Once I had it in place, nicely hot glued, you're going to see that it's nicely covered in the middle. You can see a little bit, but no worries. We're going to cover it up. And first, we're going to add one of these foam balls from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to cut it in half so that I have one side that is flat. I'm going to poke 2 holes and then thread a zip tie right through it because we are going to tie this to the center. That way we can add some florals. I am going to add a little bit of hot glue to make sure it's nice and secure and just zip tie it nice and snug. Then we're going to cover up that foam using some moss. This is moss from Dollar Tree. Again, most of these items are from Dollar Tree because it's so inexpensive. Even the zip tie is from Dollar Tree. Hot gluing the moss is very easy. You just want to add hot glue and carefully just place it. And then I'm going to go all the way around and the top. And now it's time to have fun and just add florals. I'm going to start on the outer perimeter. I'm just going to add some of these faux boxwood, add them all the way around. And then I'm going to add some different other florals that I already had on hand, whether it's from Amazon or Dollar Tree, in colors that complement the scarf nicely. And we are just about done with this one. And I gotta say, these colors are stunning. I love the colors. I love how they complement the cross. Perfect for spring, perfect for Easter. I am in love with it. For the next hack, I'm going to take another one of those scarves. This is going to be another very easy one. I'm also going to take these tulips that I am obsessed with. These are from Amazon. And by the way, they are in my Amazon store. You can check them out. I have them linked below in the description box. Then I'm going to take the nice, beautiful scarf and I'm just going to fold it in half, making sure that the ends nicely meet each other. Then I'm going to place the tulips right in the middle and just fold them up. Don't worry if you can't see them yet. We're just going to tug in those little sides and then scrunch it in the middle very nicely and not too tight, just snug enough to hold them. I'm going to place a nice complementing ribbon, tie it in the center, and once you tie it, you can pull it up if you need to. Just tug it up just a little bit if you have to. Then I'm just going to make a very simple bow once again. You can always just leave it in a knot, but I think making a little bow looked really cute. I'm going to fluff it just a little bit. I'm also going to cut the ends in a dovetail design so that it looks nice and finished. Then I'm just going to fluff it nicely and bring that top bottom towards the bottom and then to the side, and then the back to the side. Fluff it, making sure that the flowers are where you need them. Pull them out, bend them to the sides as needed. This is absolutely gorgeous. I think this will look great in a console table or even a coffee table on top of some books. Wouldn't it be gorgeous? For the next hack, I am going to take this 1x3 from the hardware store and I'm going to cut it into 20-inch pieces. I'm going to have 3 pieces that are 20-inch long, and then I'm going to have smaller pieces for the sides. I'm just going to mark and cut where I need them because we're creating a wooden planter. I'm going to distress it a little bit using my meat tenderizer. I'm just going to start hammering it out and then I'm going to sand down any edges where there are splinters, making sure that it's smooth and not splintery. I am going to use a combination of wood glue and brad nails, and I'm just going to make a very simple box. Friends, I would love to connect with you on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest, and I always have those links down below in the description box. If you do not know how to get to the description box, just check out the little arrow that's right in this corner, click on it, then hit more, and you'll be able to see tons of information, including the links to all of my social media. So check it out. All right, so we're just about done building the box. And again, just wood glue and brad nails did the work. I am also going to just stain it. I'm going to use a real stain this time. And I'm just going to stain it using the very thin golden oak. I think it's just a beautiful farmhouse tone. And you can start seeing all those little distress marks that I did with the meat tenderizer. Once it's completely dry, and it doesn't take long, I'm going to start placing some floral foam from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to slice it in little, like maybe 1-inch or half-inch pieces, and I'm just going to start putting them right inside. This is so that we can add some florals and they have something to hang on to. Once it was completely covered, I'm just going to start adding some of these greeneries that my mother-in-law gave me one Christmas. I think it was 2 Christmases ago. And I'm just going to start placing them, filling them in, and some of these Dollar Tree purple flowers, and again, just filling it in. Now, normally I would add something like moss to the inside to cover the foam, but this time we're going to use this beautiful scarf. This is the same one from earlier, and I'm just going to start using it as a filler. So I'm just going to start snugging in through the inside, and I'm going to do the sides, the front, and the back. This is going to add color, complement the nice purple tone in the flowers, but also just add a nice chic spring look. I'm going to finish it off by adding some of these green leafies from just a bundle that I had already on hand. I'm going to add them here and there on the edges. And that's it for this one. What a beautiful way to use this scarf. I think it adds such a beautiful texture, and you can do this to any planter. The next scarf hack, I am going to take this bunny that I thrifted so long ago. I think it had great bones. It was solid wood, but boy, was it neglected. You can tell that it was outdoors for a long time. I removed everything from it and I'm just going to sand it down as smooth as I can, although I still want it to have a rustic look. I'm going to brighten it up using some fresh chalk paint. This is Rust-Oleum chalk paint in the linen white. I'm just going to give it one coat here and there, but I am going to make sure that I leave some spots where it just looks a little bit rustic and farmhouse style. And then once it was completely dry, I do want to use some of the items that I had on it, but I do want this bunny to be on the back side instead of the front side. So I'm going to take the little planter that it came. I'm going to remove the nails that I ever had on it. I'm going to sand it down smooth, and then I'm going to give it a fresh coat of paint, and this is Rust-Oleum Milk Paint in the Highland Blue. Once it was completely dry, I am going to then add this to the side of the bunny, kind of like toward the bottom. And then I'm just going to wood glue as well as brad nail it right onto it. This is going to hold very well. And then I am going to make a little bunny tail. Again, I want this to be the back side of the bunny. I didn't have anything that was big enough to look good for the size of this bunny, so I'm going to make my own tail. I'm going to cut off a piece of white towel from Dollar Tree and add some pillow stuffing. I'm just going to start hot gluing as needed and then hot gluing it to the back of the bunny to look like a tail. I know that you love watching video tutorials, but if you love reading written tutorials, I do have a blog which I post twice a week, and it is linked again in the description box. So if you want to check it out, it is there. Now that the bunny is attached, we're going to add some florals to the little flower pot that the bunny already had. We're just going to staple them in place because this is solid wood. Stapling, it's a great option. And I'm just going to add some different spring and summer tones to it. And then it's time to bring in another beautiful scarf. This one we are going to use as a scarf, but we're going to put it right around the neck of the bunny. I think it's going to look so cute. Now, because this is the back side of the bunny, I did want to add the bow to the side of the bunny. That way it just complements it nicely and it looks nice. I'm just going to finish it off by adding some moss to the bottom of the florals. This is going to cover up all the stems and the staples nicely, and it just gives it a finished look. I cleaned it up and trimmed any excess moss, and look how beautiful this bunny looks. It is perfect for spring and Easter. I think it's a great find at the thrift store. I'm so glad I found it. Let me know which one is your favorite, my friends. I love them each equally. I love using these scarves. They're so inexpensive and so versatile. I have another video here for you. Check it out, click on it. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.